Hi, my name is Daniel Westbrook, and today we're going to be installing our pocket door. You can see behind me that we've made a lot of progress on our project since the framing stage, and so let's get started in trimming out this pocket door. Okay, so before we hang this, I want to point out we've already installed the brackets here on the top of our door. This is where the door hangs from the rollers. But what's really great about these brackets is they have actually an elongated hole here, which allows you to get these brackets set dead center on the door. And if your door's not hanging the way you like it, you can always adjust these in order to get it dialed in just perfectly. Okay, so the next step is to install our little rubber stop on the back side of the door here. Okay, before we install the door slab, I want to point out with the brackets that we installed at the top of the door, they'll lock in to the rollers on the track. But you can only do that from one side. So we've chosen to do that from this side so that if there's ever a problem with the door, it can be removed from the inside of this room, leaving the trim on the outside that's mostly seen intact. There we go. It's hanging. Okay, so I'm going to measure the top to the jamb. I get almost a 3/4 there. And then I have about 5/8 down there. So what that means is that my door, according to my jamb, which is plumb, is tipped in like that. So when I apply my finish material, the door is going to be set in a little and out a little here. So that tells me to adjust my door. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the back side down just a little bit so that it gives me more space, more at the bottom and less at the top. I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down like maybe a couple of half twists. Okay, so the next step is going to be to install our jambs on this other side. Okay, so we just finished putting the glides that guide the door down on the split jamb. So our pocket door is solid, it works great. Now all we have to do is do our trim. So I'm putting one in an angle, so there's a stud right here. And I'm putting one at an angle to try to get this front edge and one straight in. Now that we're done installing the trim and setting the pocket door, I want to point out a couple of things. Remember earlier back in the video we had the laser line in order to line up all of our trim and everything? Well, it all comes down to this moment where everything is seen by the eye. The other important thing I want to point out too is you see all these screws on the wall. I don't know if the camera can see those, but we put a lot of strong backs in between the studs of the pocket door because this is going to have a lot of tile and want to keep it as solid as possible here. We also have another feature which is a pretty custom pocket door hardware that we've installed, and it's one of these mortise kind of hardware which you can actually have cut out and installed at your door supplier. And we've also cut our jamb, and I know the camera's not at the right angle to see it, so that we'll receive the face plates on this. See how that will receive the faceplate on that? Because these are pretty thick actually. And that's all there is to it. And there's the door, finished product. The last thing to be done on this door is to have it painted, and it will be used and enjoyed for many years to come. My name's Daniel Westbrook. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.